in these straightaway races, the top 2 finishers automatically qualifying through to Friday's final, then the next 3 fastest times over the 3 heats to make for the 9-runner final. Brackens in 2 on the inside. Lemonius next to him. Tharp in the middle in 5. Lemonius out a little bit late. Tharp had a great start. Jacoby Tharp. Lemonius is way out of it right now. Johnny Bracken's going well. Now here comes Jacoby Tharp. Here's Tharp across the line first. Lemonius last. So he qualified to get here through the regionals, but was not able to advance. As Jacoby Tharp 13:18 in that heat, followed by Johnny Brackens at 13:37, who just outleaned Matthew Sophia of LSU for that second automatic qualifier.
Wow, Jacoby Tharp, just look how smooth he was in this entire race. Good start by Johnny Brackens on the inside. And Joanna Hayes said Johnny just needs to run under control. There you see Jacoby Tharp. He didn't get the best start in the middle, but just look how smooth he runs the final part of this race. He just stays within himself, stays within the bubble, just picks him up and puts him down in between, and that was an easy victory for the freshman out of Auburn. And he ties his season best there with 13:18. There you see Johnny Brackens. He got a little bit wild there towards the end of the race, but he was able to hold it together and qualify through in the number 2 spot. 13:37, outstanding time for the Pac-12 champ on the inside.
Scott with a decent start. Luff with a better one, though. It's Darius Luff. Luff leading. Now here comes Scott. It's Luff and Scott, and those are going to be your automatic qualifiers right there. And on the outside in lane 9, John Adesola of New Orleans really leaning hard for that 3rd spot, hoping that the time will translate. 13:31 for Luff, 13:37 for Scott. So those are your automatic qualifiers. And they really broke free from the rest of the pack. Jason Holmes really never in the hunt.
Well, the senior from Nebraska is just so seasoned. He's running a lot of big races this season. He was second to Jacoby Tharp at the Florida relays. But there you see the start. You know, Darius Luff, he didn't need to get a fantastic start. He just is such a controlled hurdler here. He hits the first couple of hurdles. There you see Jaheim Stern of LSU really get off track. But I like what Luff does here. Shoulders forward. He continues to run and power down the track. There you see him in the middle of the track. There in the dark uniform, and he's not the fastest guy out of the blocks, but man, he does a really good job of coming off the hurdle and getting his feet down and running to the next hurdle. Jaqueline Scott there next to him on his left. Looked like if there was a little bit more.
And Snow helped his team get his relay into the finals for Friday. And right after this hurdle race, he has to go right back up the track because he's in the first heat of the 100 meters. Good start for Wilson. Devion Wilson now taking over the middle of the track in the red of Houston. It's Wilson. And lane number 2, that's like Malachi Snow, very close between him and Samuel Bennett of Howard for that second automatic qualifying spot. Wilson winning the heat at 13:34. It's taken a moment for the come up. It is Malachi Snow who gets that second automatic qualifier over Bennett by 2/100ths of a second. A nice warm-up for Snow. As I mentioned, he is in the first heat of the 100 meters, which is the next race on the track once they get the hurdles off.
And those officials wanted him to hit through the tunnel with the rest of the athletes. He said, no, I can't. I got to go back to the start line. Good start for Malachi Snow on the inside. Long strider goes to 7, gets a little off balance. But let's check the middle of the track. This is Devion Wilson. They just talked about how smooth of a runner he is. Look at that. He clips a couple of hurdles, but he easily gets through. Class of the field there, and he'd look back on that and say it wasn't his cleanest race, certainly. But the key for him is to get into the hurdle quickly, stay with it, snap out. He looks left, and he's got to be happy just finishing first. Not his best race of the season, but a good run nonetheless.
Well, after seeing heats 2 and 3, Jacoby Tharp, the freshman from Auburn, who matched his lifetime best at 13:18, looks unbeatable for Friday. But you know what? A lot can happen in 2 days. There are your advancers to finals. 13:46 is what it took. Samuel Bennett making it in that last heat in third place. So there it will be your field for Friday's men's 110-meter hurdles.